Hello, everyone. This is Kelly with the Well Life, and today I want to get on here and talk to you about upgrading your lifestyle. So, when I started my wellness journey, and after getting out of school, I thought about what areas or what niche I wanted to get into, and what really kept coming up for me was lifestyle. So, just the habitual things that we do every day, right? Which then end up creating our lives or our lifestyle. So, today I want to talk to you about, because I've just really been delving into this for several years now. A few things, I'm going to give you a few tips that you can look at and work towards in upgrading your lifestyle. And this is just something that you have to do consistently and continually for the rest of your life. But if you're interested in really changing a few things in the way you live, and how you carry on about life every day, then take a listen to this and maybe jot a few of these down and see if some of these won't help you upgrade your lifestyle. So, the first thing that I'm going to talk about, and I know we hear this over and over and over again, but the number one thing that I'm going to mention, because it is the number one thing that I had to focus on, and for most people, when I work with clients, the number one thing we have to look at is the diet. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing with our eating? So you've really just got to look at that, guys. And right now, a lot of us know this, but you hear a lot of talk about it. But really, go for as many whole foods as you can and far less processed. First thing you want to look at is your diet. What are you eating? And just think about, guys, when you eat stuff, think about how it makes you feel. So if you eat something and you feel great afterwards, and several hours later you still feel great, keep it. If you eat it and you're like, man, every time I eat that, I feel like junk. So just keep that in mind and do away with it if you can. But you really got to take the time. You got to be intentional about this, and you've got to take the time to research and get out there and be curious about what foods you could replace. Okay, what are some of the things you could add to your diet, and then sooner or later you'll get rid of a lot of that stuff. The other thing I want to talk about, the most common things I'm gonna get out of the way right here real quick, and that's exercise, or what I like to call move. Okay, we really need to move. We really need to move our bodies. And so a lot of us have to be sedentary at work, or, we have to sit a lot, right? But you've got to think about this. You've got to keep this in mind. Move your body as much as you can. Okay, move your body. It will help you. It will make you feel better, and it will upgrade your lifestyle. The other thing that I want to mention is as we age, as we age, one of the very important things that we can do for ourselves is to try to maintain a healthy weight. Okay, going up 20 pounds, then losing 20 pounds, and going up 15, and then losing it, and then going up 50 and losing it, and then going up 30. And wow, that's really, really, really not so good for our bodies, okay? So let's think about, if one aspect for upgrading your lifestyle, make this a goal, right? Is how could I get to a healthy weight and then maintain that weight? Stay at that weight as close as you can to that weight for the rest of your life. And like I said, it's important that you're at a healthy weight, okay? Nobody needs to be unhealthy. So that will all depend on your size, your height, your build and everything. But healthy weight, and maintain it within just a few 5 to 7 pounds. If you go up a little bit in the holidays and you're like, oh, I dropped it after the holidays, perfect, right? Go up a little bit if you're vacationing. Oh, I had a few pounds, okay, and then come back down, right? But not drastic, not drastic. So that's not good. That's not good for your body. Another one I want to talk about is just being honest with ourselves about our bad habits. We all have bad habits, okay? Most of us don't want to look at our bad habits. We don't want to be honest with ourselves. We just want to kind of pretend like nobody knows about these except for me, so whatever. But look at your bad habits. If you're really wanting to upgrade your lifestyle, look at your bad habits, write those down, and then say to yourself, what could I do here? What could I tweak here? how could I get a little bit better? How could I improve just a little bit? For example, I was working with someone that say I think it was like 4 sodas a day, and I said, would you be willing to cut back just one a day? Can we start with one a day? And I think we might have even started like 4 sodas a day, times five is 20, and then I'm like, let's go to 18 first. Go to 18, and then we just kept going back and kept going back. But I also gave the client something to replace that soda with, something else to replace it with. Okay, and things are different for everybody because I know different tastes, different lifestyle, and all that. But I gave her something else to replace it with, so that you don't always feel like every time I want to do something good in life, it's always about taking away and getting this taken away and getting that taken away. Think about it in another way. Oh, what do I get to add? What do I get to add? What do I get to add? What do I get to add to my life? Number one thing you get to add is feeling better. Feeling a little bit better, having a little bit more energy. But really, though, think about that. Though, think about your diet and stuff. I always try to tell people like this: don't think about what you have to take away. Think about what you can add, because normally, if you start adding all these good things, the bad things that you were eating and that you were like thinking that you needed and liked, you don't like anymore, and they fall away. So that's kind of an easier approach. It's probably more psychological than anything. The other thing that I want to talk about is sleep. This is another common one, but I do stress this one, emphasize this one, I should say. I emphasize this a lot. And really, I just want to say quality. Okay, get quality sleep. You need quality sleep. And some of us are like, well, only get 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Okay, okay, okay. I don't encourage 4 to 5 hours of sleep, but whatever, if that's what you're getting, I would encourage that you do everything you can to make sure that it's quality and that is like very deep, right? Deep sleep, and that you get those hours consistently, that they're not sporadic. And so, dark room, temperatures right, blankets and pillows are just right, all like that. Okay, so quality sleep. Another one that I want to touch on is self care. A lot of us, might think that this is selfish, or I don't have time, I can't do that, or whatever. But really, you should. Okay. Used to we looked at self care as a luxury, but it's not a luxury. Self care is not a luxury. It's an essential. It is essential. Okay, and it's also not selfish. Self care is not selfish. Again, it's essential. How do you perform at work? How are you performing at home? What kind of parent are you? What kind of friend are you? Right? So what kind of sibling are you? What kind of daughter, son, whatever are you? Um, you got to give yourself some attention, right? Some care. You do. So do that, okay? And don't feel selfish about it, and don't look at it as a luxury. It's really essential. Another one I want to touch on is I know a few years ago something that I did, and I was happy that I did this, is I went and had more of an extensive blood test done where I could check on some other vital or vitamins that I could have possibly been low on, that we might not get with a standard blood test. And there's a lot of different sources that you can do this with. If you don't want to go to your doctor, you can go online and look at like request a test and .com, and I don't know. There's some other ones there that if you just want to order a blood test for yourself, then they'll send you to um, a local place that'll draw your blood, and then they'll just send you the results straight to your email. But find out, maybe it just will help you if you're low on any nutrients. If you know that to begin with, well then boom, you can go straight to that source. Be like, hey, I need more vitamin D. Hey, I'm low on iron. Whatever it might be. I'm trying to remember, because I think I was a smidge low on vitamin D, which is not uncommon, and then I might have been borderline on my iron. But and then I can't remember something else. I wasn't low, but like getting right there. But these are not things that you'll get on a regular routine blood test. And I'm only saying you could just do this like once every 2 years. Just go and see, like, hey, where am I at? Because you might think, hey, I think I'm doing pretty good. Because I did. I thought I was doing good, and I was a little low on some stuff. So that's helpful to check and make sure your vitamin levels are good. The other thing is that I talk to my clients a lot about reducing and and or slash slash and or whatever, managing your stress levels. Okay, reducing is best, right? If we can reduce our stress levels, wow, we're going to be way better off. But a lot of us just, that's either, just part of our work, part of our life or whatever. And so there's many ways that you can go about just managing stress better. And if you can do that, if you can manage your stress, then that is very beneficial to you, and that will do worlds for your health, right? Because we know that stress spikes our cortisol, and that's a stress hormone, and so that's not good for us. So the things that you can do is just learn how to slow down a little bit. You're gonna respond to stress and not react to stress. So, but that's something you have to really really work on. But that is a form of upgrading your lifestyle as well. So, because instead of you hear people talk all the time. You're like, oh, my life is so stressful. My life is chaotic. My life, drama or whatever, right? And it's like, who? I don't want that. That is like, who wants that kind of lifestyle, right? So I encourage reduce and or manage your stress. Okay, better, and so you'll do that. That'll do worlds for you. Another one is learn to, and this kind of goes along with stress, right? Learn to let go. All right, so let go. So if we're dwelling on the past, let's let that go. If we get angry and then we just hold on to it all day long. Someone cuts me off in traffic, I'm just mad all day long. Wow, that is so not good. That is so not good. So learn to let go of things. Like let's just get better and better and better and better and better. It's like, yeah, someone cut me off. Like, I was mad for 30 seconds and I moved on, right? Because why not? I mean, that person, you know, more than likely isn't thinking about you, that they cut you off 6 hours ago, right? Only you are. So you're the only one suffering. And so, oh man, really, it's like we have to let it go. So yeah, if you get angry, someone makes you mad, little things like that, do your very best to let it go. Let it go. You're the bigger person if you do. Okay, so you're the one winning. Yeah, you're the one winning in the end. So let things go. Let the past go. If something just keeps coming up, and it's going to be better off if you can take a deep breath and tell yourself, hey, it's not now. It's not now. So let's let it go. Another one let's talk about is continue to set goals for yourself. They can be so small. They can be little. They can just be tiny little goals. But as we go through life, always set little goals for yourself. That just challenges you. That just makes you kind of still have that get up and go and that want to and that strive in life. Okay, so um, or thrive, I guess I should say. But yeah, set goals for yourself. It doesn't matter what age you are. Do that. Continue to do that, and that again is just a way to upgrade your lifestyle. Instead of really feeling like, no, I don't really look forward to anything, or I don't have anything to look forward to. You will if you decide, right? If you decide, you have to decide. I'm setting this little goal. I'm determined to do this or determined to do that. That can upgrade your lifestyle. Another one I mention to my clients a lot. Some people don't want to hear about this or don't want to do this, and it's called meditation, right? But I don't mean that it has to be done in the way that meditation is uh, formally thought about. I encourage my clients to do things like a walk in the park, sit alone in a room by yourself for 30 minutes, reflect on your day. If depending on where you live, a lot of nature, walk, like I said, walk in the park, walk in the forest. Just a little bit of alone time can be meditation. Okay, so it doesn't have to be anything in the formal sense that we think of, but calming the mind, slowing the heart rate, settling down, and disconnecting. That's meditation in any form that you want to do it. Another one, I like to tell my clients and encourage my clients. I did this when I started. I started just really, really, really honing in on this, and it helped me. Better attitude and mood. And that's just thankfulness. That's just gratefulness. That's just appreciating everything that you have in life. The littlest, smallest things we take for granted. And I know that most of us don't do it deliberately, right? It's just, gosh, it's been there all my life. Well, what do you mean? Like, right? Like, yeah, well, I mean, I wake up to water, every fresh water. I wake up to, you know, um, my refrigerator, and I wake up to eat right, wake up in a home, and I wake up, I wake up with my dog, and So, but be thankful. It does change your mood, it does change your attitude, and it does change your perspective and your outlook on life. And I definitely feel like this is an upgrade to your lifestyle if you practice this. Just practice. I silently just say to myself, when I wake up, thank you for this, that, and the other. I go, I sit down, I'm having my coffee, and I say thank you for that, thank you for my recliner, whatever, right? Go on and on, the littlest things, and I do that every day. Every day, I just thank, thank you, so that I don't forget, because we all do it, take it for granted. Another one I like to encourage is to continue to be curious. Continue to be curious in life. Seek out things that do pique your curiosity that maybe you don't know anything about. Look into it, right? How many times have you gone, say for example, into the park and or into the woods or whatever, and just look at the flowers, look at the trees, look at the leaves, look at the ground, look at the different. Do you know all the bugs and all the things that are out there? I mean, it's wow. It's like, oh wow. So it's kind of childlike, right? And but we are encouraged to be childlike, and I don't mean immature, right? Not immaturity, but childlike. It's kind of a free spirit and a curiosity. Keep that, and then you will. It does wonders for your lifestyle. Another one is to bond. Okay, bond and connect. Bond and connect. This is so important. And this can be family, friends, pets. A lot of us do this with pets nowadays, where we love, 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 love our pets. And so I encourage that. That's wonderful. Any way you can bond, it does wonders for your life. And it is, I think it improves longevity for sure. Okay. Not to mention health, but right, longevity and health for sure. Laugh, okay, laugh a lot, smile as much as you can. It does wonders too. We release serotonin, right? Endorphins maybe when we laugh. So that's wonderful. That's a good thing. And so some of us there again think, oh, can't laugh. I gotta be serious, whatever. So there again, we might think, well, I'm being childlike. Not necessarily, but laugh, okay? And smile when you can, or just share a smile, right, with someone. That's wonderful. Another one I'm going to say is seek mentorship. Don't be afraid to seek mentorship. It's I encourage that, right? I mean, we should always there again, like I said, be learning, be growing, be curious, and seek mentorship when you've got something that maybe you're stuck or you want to know more about. Seek it. So easy to do nowadays, right? You can do tons of that. You can seek mentorship on the internet, but don't be afraid. The saying is we should never be the smartest person in the room, right? Or you shouldn't always be the smartest person in the room. Don't always be the smartest person in the room, because otherwise you're not learning anything. Sometimes you need to be the smartest person in the room. There's a purpose and a point to it, right? But don't always be the smartest person in the room. So that's something to think about and upgrade your lifestyle. Keep hobbies is another one. Keep hobbies, do hobbies, have hobbies, right? That is something that does wonders for us too. Longevity, health, attitude. There again. You can maybe connect in your hobbies. And so keep hobbies. Have at least one, and if not, 3 to 5. Whatever. You don't have to do them all the time, right? Just keep some hobbies in your life, and to me that upgrades your lifestyle. And then the last one that I'm going to say, and this kind of relates to some of the things that I've already said, but just consistently remember to stimulate your mind. Okay, stimulate your mind. It goes back to the same thing as when I say the exercise and the move. That's stimulating the body, and you gotta do it. You gotta do it. But then stimulate your mind. Don't forget to stimulate your mind. A lot of times you're like, oh yeah, my mind's stimulated at work, but sometimes that might just be more of like stress stimulation. And I'm saying, that curious kind of stimulation, that fun kind of stimulation, that it's challenging, but this is fun. It's challenging, but I like it. So that kind of stimulation, and that can be maybe reading books that you like, or doing crossword puzzles, some kind of games that you like, or even, there's different things on the internet. I know that might challenge you and you find them fun. And if you do, go for it. Challenge the mind. Challenge the mind. Okay, so these are some things that I wanted to share, and I'll have a little recap here at the end and list all of these. Keep these in mind, write these down, and see if you can't upgrade your lifestyle. Thanks for watching. This is Kelly with the Well Life, and remember, your lifestyle is a choice. Choose well.